longest period of human time for a man to be respected, for him to even be admired by society on any level. To some degree, he had to be a warrior. That's what men did. We fought. So if you're out here as a man and you have no battle in your life, no conquest in your life, no form of war in your life, then what are you doing? And it doesn't have to be physical. Physical is the best example of it. Every woman wants a boxer or a cage fighter. You're a different man when you have no safety. You're a different man when you have to pull it off. No, I need to. No, I literally have to pull this off. I have to roll the dice. Most men don't understand what it feels like to roll the dice and you have to get a 6. They go, what do you mean you have to? No, I have to get a 6. Yeah. Oh, but what if you don't? No, I have to get a 6. You're not understanding me. So that's extremely character building. It's very hard now to be a man in the world and not have unrealistic expectations. If you're anywhere on the internet, you're seeing a whole bunch of crypto 19-year-olds pushing fucking cars and doing all this shit. So yeah, your expectations are gonna be ridiculously high. So I think people who get demotivated because they don't quite hit where they want to get just need to be more realistic about it. And like I said, you need to get a piece of paper or understand on a scale of 1 to 10 and say, how stressed do I want to be? How much pressure do I want to feel like I'm under? How much can I take? And be honest with yourself. You have to sit and go, how much pressure can I really take between 1 and 10? Well, let's say it's a 6 or a 7. Okay, and then you have to work out an income that reflects that, and that should be your goal and be happy with it. People sit there and go, yeah, I want to be as rich as Tate, I want to be top G. Most of you, the reason you're not here is because you couldn't do it. I could hand my life over to a bunch of people, even as it is completed.
And they couldn't do it.
They couldn't live it. But if someone were to say to me, look, you have to build the archetype of an individual, you have to build a man from the ground up, and he has to be respected by both men and women, he'd be a dude getting in the cage, kicking the shit out of people. And every man knows this, and every man can do it. But they're all just pussies. This is why men are so obsessed with money, because it's a degree of conquest. We can no longer walk the earth and conquer land, right? It's not like the olden days where we could just walk around as the Romans and just chop somebody up and take their land. So now we conquer the land financially. This is why men will work so hard to be a CEO and give up his whole life just to be a CEO, because then he gets to feel like he's conquering something. Men have that innate desire for conquest. So that's the second best thing, I guess, is to get rich. I mean, it's not a bad thing to be rich, certainly not.
But if a man isn't rich, can they be deemed as successful?
Completely. You have to decide, it depends. There are people who are dedicated to surfing and they live in a tent in Bali and they surf every day. They smile. That's fantastic. You have to decide what you want in life. I wanted to conquer the world. And if you're gonna conquer the world in the modern society we live in, that's gonna be a fiscal conquer. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna make a bunch of money. How else are you gonna conquer it? That's what I wanted. You have to decide what you want. And it's different folks, different strokes, and it takes a lot of different kind of people to make the world go round. But if you truly want to conquer the world, you're gonna end up wanting a bunch of money because that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. So you have to decide the life you wanna live. I can never be poor. My skill set, the people I know, my phone book, my reliability, my reputation, you could take all of my money today. I'll be a millionaire again in 2 weeks. I can call people and say, lend me 10 mil. Oh, that's Tate. I can call people. I know people. I have a place I can go. I'm good at speaking. Like once you have those lessons and once you have that network and once you have those things built, you can't go broke. You really can't. You get to a point of life where the only way you could go broke is if you become a drug addict or something ridiculous. But yeah, so the lessons are very, very important. Yeah. I want to make it clear because these last few years, people skipped all of them. Even if they have a little bit of money, they have none of the lessons and they're going to suffer. The universe will teach them a lesson. I believe in both. Yeah. But there's a time when it comes to work smart. And most people are trying to do the smart work before they do the hard work. It's kind of like talent, right? You don't notice if you're talented at something until all the hard work's done. Yep. I could be the most talented tennis player in the world, but I don't play tennis. So if I go down the tennis court, Joe Schmo's going to smoke me. I don't get to see my talent until I've worked so hard that I'm in the top 1%, and now I'm beating them because I have some God-given gift. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. You have to do the hard work first. If there's no hard work, there's no smart work. So someone's gonna sit there and go, I work smart, I don't work hard, so I only have to work an hour a day. If working smart gets you a lot done in an hour a day, then you should work smart for 12 hours a day and get 12 times the work done. I am absolutely and utterly a believer in hard work. I'm a proponent of hard work. I have all this money and all I do is work. My entire life is work. This podcast is work. I'm getting in the car, I'm going to another meeting, work. I'm gonna fuck a bitch, that's work. She's gonna be on my arm at the fucking Cannes at the film festival. That's more credibility. I consider it work to fuck her. That's work. I want to go to the gym so I'm in good shape, work. It's all work. My entire life is work. And people don't want to look at life that way. They want to talk about work-life balance and being lazy and all this crap. I don't believe in any of that. I believe in if you want to win, You have to outcompete the man who's prepared to do nothing but work. It's player versus player. If you're going to sit there and go, I don't want to work more than an hour a day, well, the guy who does want to work more than an hour a day is going to beat you. And no matter how smart you are, there's always a smart dude who's doing the same smart work you are for more hours than you're doing it. That's just the nature of the game. And it's these basic things that even in the modern world, it's amazing how people are failing. So yeah, it's interesting, but it's a very fun commentary. And I read a lot of emails. I got a lot of emails, a lot of messages, and a lot of people are like, bro, I'm trying my best. And my answer is simply, no, you're not. I really don't think they're trying their best. Maybe I come across and I seem non-sympathetic, but I'm from a council estate in Luton. I'm now a billionaire. And it's because I actually tried my best. Just Brilliant. Stick to the absolute basics and do the right thing and know what you're supposed to do. And this is why I have so little sympathy for people who go, oh, I'm trying to make it and I can't, because I think they're lying to me and they're lying to themselves.